Have you ever found yourself in a situation so dire that you questioned if there's any hope left? A chilling question, isn't it? Yet it's one that we've all asked ourselves at some point. It's in our darkest moments that we search for a glimmer of light, a beacon to guide us through the storm. This beacon we speak of is hope. It's the silver lining that brightens even the darkest hour. Today, we tell a story of a man who found hope in the bleakest of circumstances. Meet John, a man whose life was a constant battle against adversity. Picture a man who's been through the ringer, whose life seemed to be an endless series of unfortunate events. In the prime of his life, John lost his job. It felt like a rug had been pulled from under his feet, leaving him in a state of free fall. But that was not the end of his troubles. Soon after, a terrible accident left him physically impaired, adding to his pile of worries. It was a dark time in John's life, a time when giving up seemed like the only option. But even in the darkest hour, there's always a glimmer of light, a glimmer of hope. John started to see his life from a different angle. He began to view his struggles not as obstacles, but as stepping stones. He understood that hardships were not meant to break him, but to build him. He realized that his trials were not setbacks, but setups for greater things to come. He found hope in the midst of his struggles, and that hope became his guiding light. John was no longer a victim of his circumstances, he became a victor. He transformed his life, not by changing his circumstances, but by changing his perspective. In the face of adversity, John found hope. He turned his life around not because his circumstances changed, but because his perspective did. John's story is a testament to the power of hope. Even in the most turbulent times, when chaos reigns and solace seems a distant dream, hope can be a beacon of light. It can serve as an anchoring point, a steadfast pillar in the stormy seas of life. Take a moment to truly contemplate John's journey. His path was not devoid of hardship, quite the contrary. It was teeming with obstacles, fraught with challenges that could easily extinguish the flame of hope. But it didn't. Because hope, my dear friends, is not defined by the absence of trouble. It is characterized by the presence of a resilient spirit, the unwavering belief that the dawn will follow the darkest night. Hope is that tiny glimmer of light that refuses to be swallowed by the enveloping darkness. It is the whisper of possibility in the echo chamber of despair. Remember, hope is not about a trouble-free life, but about finding a glimmer of light in the midst of darkness. So in your darkest hour will you find your hope.